When it comes to computer speakers, the Logitech Z323 have been around for a very, very long time, and justifiably so. These are the speakers my wife uses on hers. I have a different set, which you can check in my previous videos. But as far as a general pair of speakers go, these things, they have a nice, sleek look to them. They have a small footprint, and they put out really decent sound, especially when you consider the price of these speakers. And I'll show you the subwoofer here in a minute, but the dial for this is up on the top, so it has the on-off, which is just turning it. And when you turn it, then you can adjust the volume, but it does have a switch so you can turn it off to save power when you're not using it, which I think is always a nice feature for speakers. When it comes to the subwoofer, it's a pretty small footprint as well. You can put this on top or you can put it underneath, but I will say, so the thing about this subwoofer is that it is a downward facing subwoofer. For your higher end speakers, they're generally going to be side firing because they'll be able to produce a cleaner bass. What this does is that it fires down into the ground, giving you a better sense of bass for something at a quality or a little bit cheaper option, which is always a good way to make up for that. I think it's always been a good thing that people like. Some people actually prefer the downward firing. I, for one, prefer the side firing, but it does give you a sense of bass that you wouldn't have had there otherwise. There's also a bass dial on the back of this, so you can adjust just how much bass you want. I think towards the end of it, the upper end of that, turning up too high, you're going to find some pretty, I don't want to say distorted bass, but it will get pretty muffled if you turn your volume really loud. So you can adjust that to your liking, which is always a nice feature. There's a couple of plugs on here. One, to make sure you have the extra speaker. Two, to make sure you plug it into your computer. Overall, it's a pretty small thing that you can fit anywhere. I would definitely recommend putting this on the ground, but you can put this wherever you want. Either way, the Logitech Z323 is a very nice entry-level option into computer speakers that you won't regret.